Okay, I'm back. I'm not sure if you can hear my audio at all, but I wanted to do a reaction type of video. Um, Bowen, of course, this guy, he really good, makes really good videos. So I wanted to test it out, and this new video he just posted for GLM 5.3. I wanted to see what's that all about. I can't test it locally, of
Booked
course.
Hammer Hansen. All right, he's in the ring. We can run. Oh, look, there's a subway rat. I've never seen one of those before. I don't know where it went, but GLM 5.3 has been released, and this is quite exciting because beyond just being the second big open weight drop of the day, this is a very, very powerful model that is on par with state-of-the-art closed source models, and this seems to be a pretty potent jump in capability over its predecessor, which was, of course, GLM 5.2. Now, something I like to see just out the gate about this is it does seem very compatible, not compatible, but very comparable to Kimi K3 in terms of scores and benchmarks. However, this is a significantly this quality leaps between.
Just gonna skip through some of this. He's going through the model and its benchmarks. So here he's saying 5.3, yeah, 5.2. I mean, I remember just 5.2 just came out like 2 months ago or something. That was a big deal. Fable 5 is on here with fallback. Okay.
Darn exciting. You also mentioned basically think like $5 per month right here. I do believe there's a bit of an increase usage allotment for the release of this model that was referenced down here if we scroll all the way down. Yeah, so through August 31st, I guess there's this 1.5 time limited quota boost, so that's good. And how we're going to be using this is through Zcode, which is their own coding application. It is very, very similar to OpenAI's Codex, or well, Codex is now defunct, the official ChatGPT app, but it looks a lot like Codex. And honestly, I used this for the 5.2 test as well, and I absolutely loved it. So thank you. Big models pretty much doing right clicks now.
So here he's testing the browser OS test, the same one that I did with the Quen 3.8. So if you see like mine, um, yeah, it's, I mean, I can't run this locally. There's no way I can. Probably need like 8 or 10 or 15 of the DGX Sparks to run this. So it's way out of my budget, way out there. So um,
So make of that what you will. Oh, we just got a new mail notification. Disgusting. Now, the first app here is, of course, the GTA clone, so we're going to jump right into that. I do just also want to look at the start menu without wasting further time. Let's check out Omni City. All right, this is good. No moving effects, but spaces to jump. Okay. This is competently put together. Simple, but all right. Can I enter this vehicle? Yeah, I can. Okay, there is no... There is...
should I even attempt this with the Quen 3.6 locally? It's gonna take a long time to build this. Over time, I can build it. You know, it's like over time. That's the amazing part, like of owning local AI. Over time, um, you can do it in pieces instead of doing the one prompt. You know, do this in one prompt, no other instructions. But if you have it where you own the thing 100%, like somebody else in my last stream was saying, it's like owning the house, like outright. So if you own this, you can just give it simple instructions over time. And the 27B really does a good job. Like what I've noticed with Gemini or some of these like Flash models, they just kind of like put it together and they're like, here you go. And it's not really good results. But 27B really takes its time and like really follows the instructions to the best of its ability. And it really does a good job with like building the it really does a good job with the whole like follow the instructions and really build the app. um, Somebody's saying, Tony is saying, I have just get RMA on my thermal issue. I'm not sure what that means. Can you like Do you mean like on your DGX Spark, you have issues, like with with thermal issues? Could you explain that a little bit more, Tony? Yeah, like, were you running it for a long time? I'm not sure. I don't have that issue with my Spark. I just bought it probably like, I mean, not just bought it, probably like in March or April. I'm not sure. Yeah, around that time. So 3, 4 months I've had it. All right, let's continue the video. Yeah, yes, it failed the engineer test. Kept rebooting. Oh, dang. Um, that sucks, man. Yeah, I'm not sure. Um, I got my DGX from the Micro Center, and I did get the um, warranty on it. Like, on top of like the Nvidia warranty, which is 1 year, I got the 3 year. So yeah, hopefully I don't run into that issue. That really sucks. I hope, like, I think the warranty should cover it. I would, yeah, I would look into that. I'm sure you already have looked into that, but that sucks, man. Um, yeah, maybe I should not be pushing my DGX Spark, like, too much. It gets super hot. Like, let me show you this. Like, I built these 3 apps, um, and it was scorching. Um, I have a mini like AC, and I just face it towards the DGX Spark. It's sitting up here on the shelf, and I just face the AC towards it to keep it cool. That does work if I have the AC straight, like hitting it. Yeah, I had it for 4 months. Oh man. Yeah, I guess I haven't really looked into that, like how many people had this issue. Um, but yeah, that sucks, man. I hope you figured out a solution. It's $5,000. Um, that should not be happening. So hopefully Nvidia covered that. I think it needs repasting, but at that price, I'm not doing it. Yep, definitely agree. Don't do it yourself. Um, I would I would reach out to Nvidia for, because I'm sure you still have the warranty on it. Because you only had it for 4 months, they have the 1 year warranty. So I would reach out to them and be very persistent, with them.
There's no, ooh, okay, sounds of the engine. We have three.
I'm kind of wondering like how this guy Bowen, like how so he's probably using like Open Router to, and then Open Router makes these new models like Kimi K3 and GLM 5.3, like they make it available, and he's able to use that to get access to this model, because this is like literally like it came out yesterday or something. I think this model GLM 5.3.
Stars right now. Let's see if we can get it to 5. Oh, no, okay. Oh, so I did see a I did see a police car chasing us. I had not before this seen that the folks we hit don't necessarily disappear. Okay, busted. Fine 100, total cash 50, spawning back at the point. Not bad, not bad at all. I would like a little bit of ability to cause problems without being in a vehicle, but it's okay. Still though, and this is crazy to say that
I do want to get an Open Router um, subscription, or I think they have credits. I need to look into that. Because I right now only have the ChatGPT subscription, the $20 one, and I'm not really building too much, so I'm able to just be okay with that. But and I then use my DGX Spark locally to, if I need to do something.
the Quen 3.6 27B, so not the newest one, the oldest one now, or the older one, had a better walking like thing where the legs moved individually. Can we double hit? Okay, no, we can't, but New mail from mom. So we're getting email notifications as well as part of the browser OS. All right, not bad. And the minimap looked good up there as well. Void Runner, obviously going to be some form of asteroid shooting game because for some reason, this is what they all choose. All right, this is good. Showing us the specific frequency of the keys. No, well done. Oh, so they have also appended to this prompt and we'll...
So this is create a complete self-contained 3D CSS skateboarding game. Okay. So basically these testing videos are basically at like, um, this is one prompt, just do it.
Probably
No other
just keep this.
instructions.
Do not use Raylib, assuming we're working with a bigger, more performant model like this. Totally having vision. This one, like, if I'd seen this from 3.827B, I would have been like, not bad. But from this, I'm overall rather disappointed in the just result here.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right. I mean, because I remember when GLM 5.2 came out, that was a big deal. A lot of like at that time, I think Fable 5 had come out, and then U.S. government had shut that down. So then when GLM 5.2 came out, they a lot of testing, it was pretty good. So yeah, it seems like this model release, the 5.3 is just meh
I
so
don't know
far.
why. Okay, cool. We can bail, and the tricks actually do work where the board is independent of the player. That's not often always the case. It does have pedestrians. It does have cars we can grind on, so it added a decent amount of things.
The background is going crazy.
And I noticed it was debugging like the half pipe tricks here, which were pretty cool. But overall, I'm going, no, I hate, not it. All right, so folks have mentioned that maybe it is time to include some new prompts that have not been able to make their way
Z
into the train.
code. It's not open router. It's Z code, I guess. Unless this is like something else.
Data because they simply didn't exist prior to these tests. So that's exactly what we're going to do right here. So this is, I'm going to just read it all out so we can get familiar with this new test, and you can let me know if you like it or not. Let me know down below. No, but this is a wrestling game. Create a 1980s themed 3D wrestling game. The game should be at the level of quality one began. We do have our wrestling game titled Mega Slam 86. So enraged.
I always wonder, like, where is this going? Like, yeah, like each test that this person does, and me too. Like, I'm doing testing. I'm giving it a prompt, and it's doing some visual building. Like, where is this going? Um, these models eventually, like, how does that translate into like real life? I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, how does it translate into like eventually affecting me? Like, I mean, like it builds an app, nice, but how does that go? Like, building games is going to be easier. Writing code is going to be easier. So eventually, then it translates from writing code is easier now to real life effect. Like, where does that go? I'm always thinking about that. Like, if there's an opportunity there, I want to be there.
With this consistently quitting out that I ended up
Nice, nice. It has the background. No, it has the background music as well. So you have character selection.
oh my goodness. Buck the Hammer Hansen. Interesting how that one is just not. I'm just gonna go with El Tigre. Is it impossible to verify and turn that down? Buck the Hammer Hansen. All right, he's in the ring. Oh no, that's it's just a drop down. Press F.
They're literally like laying down.
The orientation.
So it's running locally on a local server for him. I do want to have another subscription. My Codex one runs out so quick. I only have the $20 plan, so I'm not complaining. But I do want to have another subscription, maybe like Kimike, or GLM, like one of these. So maybe you guys can suggest something. Like, where should I go? Let's see, we have a comment. Maybe it will finally replace all the human work. Right. Yeah. I mean, but like, I want to take advantage of this. Like, where is the opportunity? Um, yeah. I mean, I own this locally, and I think I was showing you in the last stream that I did just an hour ago. I was showing you guys I built a website with it, and there was an opportunity. In the middle of building that website, somebody reached out to me, and I did a contract with them to do AI training. Um, and this is a locally based company here where I live, and they so that kind of showed me like, okay, this is okay. I built this website with the help of AI, and then there was a company willing to pay money, real dollars, to do AI training. So um, that yeah, I mean that, and then there's other people that reach out too. There's like at least 5 or 6 companies that have reached out. I have done some outreach, but from that outreach, there's been like a couple of responses. But this is just people finding that website on their own and then reaching out to me. So that is, I guess, a little bit of proof of concept. But this also, um, like it writing code, it models being able to build this type of games, how does that result into real life? Maybe it makes the you can make games easy, like easily. I know my kids, um, they have tablets, they have phones, and so and they do come to me like, I want to get the subscription on this game, so then I pay like $5 or $6 to like for them to be able to play those games. So um, what if AI reaches a threshold that they are capable of efficiently training themselves? It can happen anytime. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Um, that might be already happening. I know I saw something about GPT Soul 5.6 controlling sub agents. So that is kind of related to what you're saying, like um, the sub agents, Luna, it's doing the work, and then Soul is managing that work, making sure that they're correctly doing the work. So eventually, um, but like these are still for the big guys, like these larger companies. So how do we, like the little guys, get in there? But yeah, it's a long conversation. I always think about it. So
Still, it was a bit difficult to see. I think I'm 3 minutes, so just rereading this. This may be kind of
okay, this is interesting. And also, one more thing I wanted to mention was the biology thing that they mentioned, where all the diseases will be cured in the 5 to 10 years. Anthropic CEO Dario, I think he was saying that. So, if there's any truth to that, that's really good news. I'm just saying. Um, and then this is 3D modeling. So this can affect real life, like engineers and builders, they can do 3D modeling and everything before they have production.
in line. I'm just not used to ever seeing a result like this. Okay, now we're getting good. You know what I mean? That's a very, very decent turbo model compared to what I've seen so far in this test. So that's good. Okay, I'm so much more happy right now than I was a few minutes ago because
This is open SCAD. Okay.
it was just rendering one piece at a time here. So it's telling us that we need to basically export these plate. There we go. So this
Oh,
is the
nice.
entirety of what it's created for us. And this is where things start to actually come together a bit. All right, not bad. I'm going to notice though that this is not really able to be printed without supports, especially because of this.
So you can build something with these models and then have it 3D printed. Yeah, that's okay. That's affecting real life now. Like, I don't have a 3D printer, but it would be interesting to build something and then 3D print it. Like maybe for my phone or something.
Hanging piece right here that would cause, like, it's not possible to print this specific thing without having a gigantic amount of supports between here and the top of this. Like, the cover looks good, have proper renders now, and this time really the only thing, if I were to nitpick completely
Is
right
that
now, is the turbos are maybe
okay? It's an
oriented in
engine.
the wrong
Oh wow.
direction. Like, they're flat, but they should be capped that generally down from certain allies that you had to individual cinematic panning. Okay, even scroll down and we'll see. Good. Whoa. Okay, maybe good. Here's the Riviera Solstice.
The watch. What is that?
Look at the back, the material as well as the text. I don't actually normally see anything written on the back like that. And then if we inspect the face real crushed material, one have that. So I would say material wise,
Wait, what is this? Is this correct or is it messing it up? Is that correct?
some of the way it rendered like text on this is actually
No,
fairly
this is
impressive. Even if
yeah, it's definitely messed up. It's like the band should be like, around it, not like in a some weird diamond shape.
on first glance, like the top hero section was kind of mid. Definitely AI API key that I've given it. And then it
One. Was it?
That was the last one.
all right, good pizza slice. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Click to grab the fist. All right. Let's see what's up here. All right. It's blown away with the Atom 27
So this is like pizza delivery. There was like a cutscene, so I built that in with the audio and everything.
game was arguably like as good as this. Maybe a
It messes up the orientation angle. Yep. Yeah, on the watches. Yeah, I messed it up.
little better because the pedestrians were actually moving. So I'm not 100 much smaller local model. I'm it's a different. It's still. I can't actually move at all. The block is. It did a better job with the street textures and things like that. But yeah, this. I just don't quite understand something good. Never seen one of those before. I don't know where it went, but
Bowen, he also did a Quen 3.8 video, and he did a really good job. I want to do that one next.
brightness now. Graffiti. No train.
The one thing is like game development is going to be really nice. Like I do play games. Um, I play like story-based games mostly, like GTA as well, some Red Dead Redemption, and PC gaming. I have a PS5 as well, so the future for gaming is really good. And if we have like smart NPCs within the games, um, yeah, that's really good.
But sometimes that's an interesting decision.
These are all one shot that he's doing, so if you're taking your time, you're going back and forth with the model, you're building it out. That is really good. What Tony was saying, that scares me a little bit, because my DGX Spark, I have been pushing it. It gets really hot, so just keeping that in mind. Maybe running the Quen 35B. I don't think they have released the 3.8 yet, but it may be running only the 3.6 35B, and just taking it piecemeal at a time. So not really pushing the DGX Spark really that much.
That they either do or don't include. All right, it's good. It's not mind-blowingly so, but it is competent and everything that I would expect it to, considering that I don't know if this is, but I would imagine capability. I don't know if this is possible. Again, I don't know what this entails, but it's something that I want to try because it shows of this power war debrief, this test that went on here for this reverse engineering task. One evening,
So it
one
built
yellow
the
iPod
website.
Nano, believed to be a 5th gen, proven to be a 4th. That's great, thanks, because that was my mistake. Protocol and a pole drain recovery time. I find that's probably in skate. This just was not good, and the second chance we gave it, which we actually did give it a second, kind of like it was like what folks say about their first like.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, this it's a good model, I guess, overall. Not like mind blowing. Let's check the 3.8. This one, I want to watch this one too. This is more comparable to like my video that I made. Comparable.
Do a street eat. It didn't fully finish, but
Damn.
coming very soon. Why did it just go from 0 minutes remaining to coming soon? Where is it? All right, so for today's
For me, I had the command where it was checking like every 20 seconds, and right when it released, within a minute, it started to download. So I'm not sure why it says coming very soon for him, but I just had a terminal command running, and it just was checking and checking. Let's see. The latest progress is that they managed to push the token generation speed of Quen 3.827B on the DGX Spark to higher. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, when I did mine, I was getting like 3 tokens per second. So if you are talking about the NVFP4, yeah, I was getting like 12 or 10 to 12 tokens per second. So if they did manage to push that up to the 30 tokens per second, that's really nice. Yeah, running the full like BF16 model right when it got released, that was like 2 tokens, 3 tokens per second. My DGX Spark was really hot.
video, and you're probably going to be wondering, hey, how'd you get that little plushie? Well, because I'm an influencer. So Quen 3.827B has been released. In my opinion, this is probably the most long-awaited and exciting release for folks who are interested in local AI.
Yeah, I agree with that. I had reminders set up. I had a I had a timer set up as well, and I I'm not gonna be deleting that. Like I downloaded that on my DGX Spark locally, and I'm gonna keep that on there. I'm never gonna delete that model, just to have a backup copy.
Why? Because the predecessor was the strongest local model of its size and had the widest variety. Basically, it can run on the widest amount of hardware without needing to spend thousands of dollars on compute. So let's start by taking a look at
Yeah, so like RTX 3090 can run that model.
Quen 3.827B. I will probably go through this section a bit quicker than normal because I would imagine a lot of folks just want to see how this stacks up in coding tasks and other things, myself included. In terms of some technical specs for it, it has a 262,000 context length, which they say is extensible up to 1 million. Now, if we scroll up here, they talk about hosting this on this Quen cloud service, where by default it has 1 million context enabled. So just to mention that as well. Now,
Nice. So we can use it via cloud like API, and this is really nice too, where they have Opus. They're beating 4.6 in some of the categories. What is this one?
if we get to the benchmarks, this is where things become quite interesting because I always
Isn't like that? Isn't that amazing? Like this is something I just like. I think about it. Like I know. Like I already know this, and then I think about it again. I'm like blown away by it again and again because um, when like in February or so, Opus 4.6 was like the benchmark. Like this was the best model, and now I can run that locally on my DGX Spark, and it beats Opus 4.6.
tend to now just look at the deep SWE scores because I find that my experience with all of these models tends to be pretty decently reflected by the scores I've seen.
Look at how much it's beating on agentic coding. 13.3 versus 42.2.
For this benchmark in specific, of course, in coding tasks, pretty heavily because a lot of folks are expecting, which is one of the most free and open ones, capability as well. From STEM diagrams and documents to our scale work ones, I want to see this at its more realistically highest potential performance. I'm not going to pull the BF16 because it's just probably not realistic. I don't think a lot of folks will use that, but
Okay, he's saying he's saying like BF16. I did pull that one, and I ran it locally on the DGX Spark, and I built these 3 apps with that BF16. So that one I really like the BF16. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm never gonna delete that. I'm gonna keep that until forever. um, cannot say it is really better than Opus 4.6, but it is better than Opus 4.5 for sure in most fields. Yeah, I mean, um, Opus 4.6, it might not be better like in general. Like Opus 4.6 for of course is way better, but like in some categories it beats it. According to the testing and a lot of things, like a lot of people are saying this on Twitter as well. So
I think seeing how it's doing at an 8-bit quant is probably important just to get a more accurate feel for how this stacks up to things like Opus 4.6 and things of the sort. So I want to mention that. Additionally, I am using this on an RTX Pro 6000 GPU, which has doubled in price since I purchased it a few months ago, which is just kind
yeah, which is crazy. Like I was seeing the price of RTX Pro 6000 at like 9,000. Or I mean, it was like before even then, it's like 4,000, 3,000. But like recently, just recently, I was checking the price and it was like 9,000. Now it's like 15,000.
of ridiculous, but it's fast and it has plenty of VRAM to max out the context, so I guess that's a good thing. All right, so here's our browser
Two
OS.
hours and 38 minutes later. Wow. Yeah. Um, the apps that I built, on average, each app was taking me about 56 minutes to build each one. So 3 hour testing. Yeah, it's in the ballpark. But I feel like he built a lot more because RTX is probably not getting like 2 to 3 tokens per second. It's probably getting more.
I've had the absolute worst time so far in testing this model. It's been like 3 or 4 hours since it's been out, and this is the first time we're seeing the browser OS. Now, a couple
Also, yeah, it took me about 3 to 4 hours to build those results. I also ran Llama Benchy for the concurrency tests.
of things. One, this is a new version of the browser OS dubbed the Browser OS Test v2.7. It is the same, except it needs to also include beautiful procedurally generated backgrounds with movement, and then also an email client. These were things that were suggested to us just in a comment of the recent video, so thank you for that. They were a good idea. Now, let's take a look. Something I noticed right here is it included this thing, and if we refresh this browser OS right here, we're going to notice it's named it Pulse. This was the exact same thing that Kimi K3 did in the browser OS test, I believe. It named it Pulse as well, and it genuinely looked exactly like this thing. And if you clicked it, it did also. Bit is following you. 8 seconds of companionship. I'm going to have to refrain from
It's going crazy, back and forth.
commenting on that in a more. Okay, we have a clock in the bottom right and the date. Is there a right click? Yeah, there is. Good. New wallpaper. And it should be procedural with some movement. Okay, it is. I have to say they're kind of ugly, but nonetheless, shuffle icons. Oh, very good. That is a feature I've not before seen and would be okay with not seeing again in the future. Though, all right, let's check our start menu. That's pretty good looking. Settings, a bunch of stuff. Let's just get started. Now, having to include an email client with this, I think is kind of difficult because it's not actually going to be able to knock out and put like an email client in here that's functional. So it probably just has spam at, wow. It's clever. Pizzatron 3000. Your quantum pepperoni is ready. Hey, we got new mail. Our pet emailed us. Follow me, the snacks are calling. Try crashing into a car near me for some.
His testing did a lot better. For example, if I show you mine, um, so it just built the terminal, which doesn't work too well. This one it did. This one does work. Notes, files, and this browser and everything. This one I used Gemini just to test it out. So it was just when I had built it, it was just these three icons. This and the time was correct, and it's just very simple. I guess my prompt could have been my prompt that I told it to build like a very simple OS.
Science. Can I send it? It's definitely not like related at all, but just looking at its eyes right there after sending that email is kind of meta. All right, let's check our notes app. Probably going to be simple. New, okay. Word count, character count. I don't see the ability to save this as a text file, which is enraging. All right, let's see what's up. Type help.
Yeah, so if you look at mine, I don't have the ability to add like a new note here. Yeah, I can clear, save, close it out, open it up again.
I would if I could click into the search box or the text box. I'm going to be very sassy here. Pet. Pet feed. Oh, it's walking to the... Oh, it's walking to the... Pulse Storm. This video is not going to be out for like 6 years. Okay, this model is going to be like deprecated by the time this video comes out. All right, I don't know exactly what just happened. Matrix. Ooh, nice.
Oh wow, like this is all built by Quen. That's 3.8. That's awesome.
Let's see if Pulse has to get out of the way of these things or if it gets... No, okay, good. Nothing happens to it. All right. Neofetch. Beautiful. Matrix, just to turn that off. Look at that. I've not seen traffic this well done before. Wait a second, though. Can we actually get out of the car? Also, Pulse is still here. Like, we're just going to ignore that. Oh, my.
Wow.
This camera movement is...
I didn't do this test. I just did 2D type of testing.
Is along the incorrect axis. All right, this is cool. Oh, are we getting shot back
wow.
at? No.
Yeah, now I know like why people are saying that Quen 3.8 in some of the benchmarks it beats Opus 4.6.
I think we are.
Even has the noises.
This is actually pretty well done. Can we move forward? No, but that's okay. Q and E is to roll. Oh. Oh, get slapped. This one's better than the GTA game, which doesn't normally happen. All right, next up, calculator. 57 times 52, 2,964. Wave deck. What happened to its eyes? Look. Cosmic assault. Midnight lo-fi. What the heck? All right, so I have swapped to using Pi on this system setup with the computer behind me running this model locally. Reason being, OpenCode started to have some memory issues and it basically ballooned so hard that for some reason the system crashed and I lost my recording, and then also the 30 or so minutes that it had been doing the browser OS also went into the void. So I've swapped to Pi just for now. I'm also going to be running this simultaneously in a few RunPod instances where it is currently working on the file, and then we preliminary points, but aggressive hopefully. This is definitely where having multimodal, but if we just look at what we can see, it does look like it's potentially going to be just, I told it the way like that, which.
So here he is reworking it and giving it more instructions. It's not just like one prompt and okay, build it.
I want to see. So I had it, things of the sort. Let's take a peek at this. So far, this is darn good.
Yeah, this is if it's built locally 100% and it's a 27 billion parameter model, this is really good results.
We have sound, we can run. I don't see any enemies yet, but the subway car it's drawn is actually pretty good. All right, I hear the enemy. Yeah, there they are. See, like, this is top tier. Now
Oh,
it's
nice.
possible that this has made its way into the training data because it's been around for a while, but oh, look at the. It's so, yep.
Even has the after being shot, like blood and everything.
All right, this is it. What? This is it. I'm
Wow,
so.
even like wherever you're shooting, it keeps that memory there, like the bullets.
So, like, my mood just shifted 100-fold from the skate game disaster to this. So, yeah, maybe doing like hardcore raw C++, like in terms of games, isn't going to be it. But this 100% is. This is good. The echoes from the weaponry. I mean, let's explore the station real quick. This is like, it's good at this stuff. Imagine though being able to knock out games like this with a local model. Hey, did you see the effect of the face there? I don't think we've noticed. I don't think we've noticed that so far. And the way they actually fade out gently is pretty. There was like 4 faces. All right, this is sick. Absolutely, absolutely stellar. Oh, let's see what happens if we lose. Oh, that was anticlimactic. Okay, still, NJ has to add a bunch, which means we can take a peek at it. Let's just open this and see. It's. I don't know why I just did that. It's been quite a long test. It is actually, for the size of the model,
So
it's.
he did the same test with GLM 5.3 just now, and that's crazy. Like this looks pretty much the same. I don't think you can run that model, the GLM 5.3 locally for sure.
Pretty good, actually. Twitters individually, it's actually decently sized for the plate for the gear. Recent videos I've done things like this, and it takes that we've seen.
And the watches, if you remember, like it was messed up, like the band was. This one, like, look at how much better it is.
Like, this is like state of the art a few months ago, and this is like, I mean, can I like, how do I? Oh, okay, we'll just let it pan naturally. It's excellent. I don't really have that much to say. The watch face looks very good. The numeral markers look good. I think there's a date marker from what we can kind of for like up here to chatter with Stellar. Name Milas. All right, that looks good of these watches. So just interesting attention to something that could have easily been more like copy pasted. It actually differentiated those two, which is quite something. And then, ooh, slapping funny. I joke to her, hand it this image without any context, and we'll see what it does. Oi. User has shared an image without any accompanying text. I need to look carefully at the image. He has a roundish face. Oh, we're going to reflect that in the title. When I say Quen 3 reward features round full face. Yes, I think bad. Overall, it's perhaps a bit simplified from what I had
Very
hoped
nice.
to see.
This is very
where
nice.
we don't necessarily have like the separate front face specific ports. Oh, I did good for the model of this size.
Oh, wow.
And excellent. Look at the outfits, the dresses, the car that just almost ran these folks over.
Yeah, look at the legs. Like in GLM 5.3, the legs were just stick together. They weren't moving individually.
Still though, like photograph parlor, the cars have white walls and old school gas and oil, shoe repair. This is, oh please let me, boring. I mean, look at the model we've checked to see. Let me just see if we can see some of these cars.
I think this one is one of the best ones. I really like this result. And these are all on Quen 3.8. That's awesome. And I don't think he's even using the BF16, the full weights model.
Even the outfits, like, more, this is excellent. Well done. Oh, is far, far considering the size of this model. Finish the repair.
As Ivan Krevchenko has been selling my clients' identities for 2 years. I want him taken down.
2 years and it took you that long to...
This is also really good. Like there's a full story-based type of game. They're talking There's narration. There's like subtitles.
It's not
A
a very
takedown, a fix, or a demolition?
Whatever you need. First class. The phone only works on that floor. When it's done, you disappear.
I'm a PC repairman, Mr. Thomas. I fix things.
This time, you're going to unfix one. Good work.
All right. Now, I can't get the resume thing to go away. Can we just... Oh. Okay. I had it do a street eat. It didn't fully finish, but this is actually... This is solid. What the heck? This was a quick result. It's excellent. Remember, every 4 trillion it did a really good job on the watch website. The chrono
Yeah, I agree. The watch one was really nice. This one is my favorite result probably.
it did a really good job on the watch website. The Chrono City block, the browser OS with Bit, which was, you know, something interesting. The procedural backgrounds were absolutely hideous. Skate game was really frustrating because it needed some nudging just from a competent human, or it's like, this was just awesome. I mean, there's not so much to say in a results overview. I kind of just want to finish the video now and edit it. So that is going to conclude our first look and test of Qwen 3.827B, a model that will...
Yeah, that was really nice. Not like we're comparing 27B versus like GLM 5.3, and it held up really nice. So yeah, I think I'm gonna probably end the video here. Just I think I'm gonna do more of these. What do you guys think? Should I do more of these like reaction type of videos? I do want to also build something. And another thing that I was thinking about was maybe doing a fine tuning of a small model, maybe something like 300 million to like 800, 10 million parameter model. Maybe we do it together like a live stream, and we do some fine tuning work with the DGX Spark. I'm just overall interested in that. So if you guys think this is a good idea, let me know. Um, and I can do more of these reaction type of videos and compare the results with what I have. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm gonna probably take off now, but thank you for watching, and I'll see